What's up, everyone? It is Friday evening at Rivera Urban Homestead. Let the chickens out for a little bit, just making sure they're not getting on this lawn too much, so I chase them off frequently. So what I am starting tonight, though, you guessed it, got the fire going. We're going to burn up some of that wood, maybe all of that wood, I don't know, it depends. See how close we can get. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, little fire started. Nothing else to do. And as you can see, we do have a lot of wood to burn that we've been collecting, so I'm just gonna sit out here, relax, and burn some wood. Friday night. We'll see you guys tomorrow. The beginning. Alright guys, it's Saturday morning, like 8:45, and check it out. I pretty much burnt everything last night. It did start to get pretty windy at about maybe 10:30 at night, and I was getting tired, so I stopped for the evening. I got up this morning, I stirred the coals, threw a little bit of wood on there, and boom, it was still nice and hot. So I figure might as well have some coffee and finish burning whatever little bit I have left, which ain't that much. So one mission is almost accomplished already this weekend. Playing king of the log. Do you like your little stump? Molly enjoying the nice morning campfire. Something about a fire, man. It's just so peaceful, smells good. Just sit here and relax. It was very nice this morning. Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, last day of March, and I just laid down a couple more pieces of sod this morning, 8 to be exact. I laid 12 yesterday, and then I bought some black mulch to kind of trim around it. So let's take a look at how the new sod looks versus the stuff I just planted like, what, 2 weekends ago? Check this out. Okay, so this is the sod I laid down yesterday and today. What I do is when I lay the sod down, I fill in the cracks that they meet with soil. And then as you water it and spray it in, that soil just goes down into the grass. But it helps keep all your edges moist. So I would recommend adding soil to each little crevice. That way they just have some extra moisture retention there. But anyway, that's this weekend. And look at how the grass is looking from 2 weekends ago. Look at how amazing that looks. You don't even see the different pieces anymore. It's like already all like molding together well. It's amazing. It's growing really good. And like I said, all I did is I put some black cow manure underneath. I put some of my chicken compost underneath. And also the chickens tilled this whole area up for about a year. So it's really taking well. There. And the new stuff. Don't worry, that'll be looking as pretty as this here in well, it took 2 weeks here, so probably in about 2 weeks it should be good. Just keep it watered. And again, I just bordered it all with some black mulch. Just kind of trim it out, shove it up to the edges to keep the edges moist. Little trim along the banana plants. Look at that, guys, I got grass. Isn't that awesome? I hope this gets enough sun to keep it growing good, because this little spot isn't as sunny, obviously, as over there. It does have its moments, though. It gets a couple hours in the morning, and then it gets a couple hours at night. So, we'll see. Hi, Molly. Hi, birds. Is that yummy water? They love their bird bath. Good morning. Did you just lay an egg for me? So I definitely got to keep them in their area now, because I don't want them coming over here and tilling up all my black mulch. So anyway, there's the grass. That's done. So far we've burned the wood pile and we laid more sod. Speaking of the wood pile, yes, it is gone. This place is getting cleaned up. This is my next area to do something to. Not quite sure what I'm doing yet. Look at how nice this is looking, guys. This side of the house all nice and cleaned up now. Easy to walk through. Awesome. Alright guys, let's take a minute to talk about my banana plants. So we have some nice big ones growing there. We have a nice pup that's getting nice and big right there. That's a very nice pup right there. So this stand of bananas are doing good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about all I want to mess with in a grouping. So we're going to leave all of those 4 there. Let's move on to the next set. Oh, the egg song has begun. Alright, so here's the next set of bananas. These, I'm going to harvest those today, and then we're going to remove the mother plant of them right here, because once you have one set of bananas go, that plant dies. We're going to cut that down for 2 reasons. One is that little guy back there, the new pup coming up, it needs more sunlight. It needs more space. And the second reason is the other pup. I want them to have the maximum amount of energy coming out of that root system. And this plant basically is worthless right now as far as keeping it there. So we're going to harvest the bananas, hang them up like we did the last ones. Boy, that chicken's really going off. I might have to redo this, but so anyway, let's cut that down. Who says backyard chickens are quiet? Hi, Bubba. Say hi. Hello, everyone. Tell everyone what I just harvested.
Daddy harvested some bananas.
Wow, they look so big compared to you.
And he put down grass.
You really want to be in the picture, don't you? I'm sorry. Go ahead, buddy.
And Daddy put grass down, and he harvested some bananas.
Heck yeah.
And then that's all he's gonna do for now. Maybe he'll just sit in the sun or stand in the sun right there.
Sit in the sun?
I think stand in the sun, or you can like put your chair.
You hear that chicken? Oh man. So anyway, not bad. This is a pretty heavy set. Got some good sized ones. They all feel like they're nice and filled in, so that's pretty cool. I just washed them off, got all the leaves, any insects off of them, and then I'll just hang them and let them ripen. And now let's see what it did to opening up that area for the baby banana plants.
Daddy, that's
What is your problem? Wow, you got issues. Anyway, there you go. So now that with that big plant gone, These two babies will now grow up and be the next set.
Daddy.
And I tell you what, that type of banana, I don't know what kind it is, but that's the one that's given us 2 harvests now. These are the ones that I bought from like Lowe's 3 years ago. I have not got a flower out of any of them. Whether it's not enough sun in that area, I'm not sure, but those have never produced bananas yet. But they are definitely getting bigger in size. The taller one, it produced a lame set of bananas last season, nothing really to eat. But these are doing good. So there's the banana update. Okay, let's talk tomatoes for a minute. My tomato plants are starting to kind of struggle a little bit. They're looking a little tired. I think it has to do with a number of reasons. First thing is they're in those pots that are just thin plastic that get hot during the day. I'm in zone 9, so 9B probably. So it's getting warm already, and to try and keep that soil moist, you have to keep watering, keep watering, keep watering. Well, what that does is flush out all the nutrients that's in the soil. So, plan of attack. Make up a new batch of some good concentrated compost tea and just start feeding it to them almost every other day or 2 times a week or something. But they just need a boost. So I think those are the reasons why it's being this way. Plus they have a lot of tomatoes on them, so let's take a look at them real quick. The Amish paste, they really make a nice looking tomato. I like the size of them. There isn't that many on here though, a few. But again, the yellowing leaves, it's just looking, the Amish paste always look a little droopy, so I'm not going to account anything to it. Now, Cherokee purple, look at those big boys. Look at that. Those are nice size. I have a lot of Cherokee purples on here, but again, just looking a little drab. And they're all kind of like that. Beautiful though sets. Look at these sets of tomatoes on here, all over the place. So I think I just need to start composting a lot more. Black vernissage. This one has a lot of yellowing in here. But I think if I maybe thin this out on the inside, it'll get more air in there and help that out. But I need to go make up a batch of compost tea, and I really need to start composting because these little containers, just for, I mean, you can do it in them. Trust me, I'm doing it right now. But if you have the room like I do right here to make the garden, then I'm going to do away with these pots and I'm going to make another bed full so the roots can just expand deep, go into the soil even below the ground level, like in my raised beds. But the tomatoes, they're doing alright, but they're just looking a little down. So I need to pick them up with a little bit of compost tea and just keep them fed, because I think they're losing their nutrients in those little pots way too quick. We love the sunshine, don't we, Molly? Oh yes. Tyler watering. Watering the grass and the bananas and probably other things. Like I said, watering other things. Why is this all wet? Gee, I wonder. They call it a chimney for a reason. It works great with no lighter fluid, but boy does it smoke beforehand. Okay, so I'm at the bottom of the barrel, so I'm going to stir this up. It's nice and concentrated. First thing I'm going to do is water the tomato plants, get the soil nice and moist. Then I'll add the compost tea. And then after that, I'm going to fill this up with my garden hose, let it sit for about 1 to 2 days. Let whatever can dissipate like chlorine and such. And then I'll add in some chicken run compost and get another batch going. So what a good weekend. Friday night, hung out by the fire, just burning the pile, having some beers. That was so peaceful and nice, relaxing. Woke up Saturday morning, made some coffee. The coals were still hot and I still had a little bit of wood. So I finished off that. That was fun, man. I like sitting out here in the morning, having coffee, and just watching the fire. It was great. Decided to get some sod, added another addition to the sod. So now this whole section of my backyard is pretty much done. Looks great. Eventually, guys, this is going to be a video. I want a nice little outdoor kitchen out here for myself. But anyway, let's not get off track. Then we harvested the bananas, took that plant down that is no longer going to do anything. We just laid it down right into the banana field because it'll just compost, it'll feed the future bananas. So we got 2 pups sitting there that are getting ready to come up, make some more bananas for us. So everything's going good. Chickens are healthy, everyone's healthy, the compost piles are set up, the backyard looks a lot cleaner now that that wood pile is out of there. We got some grass going, we got some bananas hanging. I'm getting ready to barbecue pork chops. It was a good weekend. And we went to the beach yesterday and hung out. Tyler played. It was a great time. So there you go. That's life on the homestead this weekend. A little bit of work, a little bit of play. Now we're going to eat, get ready for another week of work. So we'll see you next weekend, guys. Have a good night.